Warm welcome to Hedera and Lumos Lab. This is Rajeshwaran and Bharathi. Today we present about COVID-19 reporter in detail. We'll continue by Bharathi.
These are all synopsis, abstract, introduction, architecture, problem definition, proposed solution, exciting system, advantages, disadvantages, and conclusion. Now see about abstract. In the current pandemic situation, our application is very useful. Know the daily confirmed cases for COVID-19 without the need of press reporter, not even take any survey to report directly approach the COVID-19 zone. Reporting on COVID-19 is challenging and unprecedented. Journalists and media persons are required to leave the home to report in difficult circumstances. A set of safety guidelines for all journalists, police, and doctors who may be vulnerable to contracting COVID-19. When we tell the seriousness to people, we have to analyze the seriousness to decide on the final outcome. It should not affect the health to any other viruses. It should be contextual. Report how to be collect and process the results. To fulfill all the needs of the people who are suffers from the diseases can easily predict them. We will discuss on further in detail. Now introduction. Our team mantra is the responsibilities are to cover news and not to be become the news. We should not contribute to further spreading the coronavirus or Omicron or COVID-19. We are not only have a responsibility towards ourselves but also to our families and society in general. Our application overview is the richest of information of patient name and symptoms that are to be packed by patients will be gathered. Then assign the hash values or Hedera hash graph to each patient that will generate the ID as Hedera token service. Then send the data to real-time databases to view the each patient hash values to be mapped with respect to each patient name. Finally, we process the data that can be fetched by the hash graph should process to predict the overall outcome. To decide the medication and precaution, measurement can be provided after consultation. Architecture. First one is get patient name, symptoms, survey report. Second one, map the Hedera hash chart calculation. Third, send to database. Fourth, then process the database by medical experts. Fifth, then predict the outcome by process data from database. Give precaution and medication under
Thank you, Bharathi, for its simple elucidation on our architecture of our application COVID-19 reporter. Your guess is correct. It is a simple application which is used to map the patient ID of private key which maps the Hedera token service to generate the tokens by itself. Bharathi will give elicitation on our problem definition.
Excellent. Problem definition. Nowadays, COVID-19 is a big pandemic situation that people facing suffering from this worldwide. So there is a complication in the discovery of medicine to cure the COVID-19 patients. Recently, we are facing another issue on Omicron virus across 25 plus countries in the world, and also we have complications where are getting the big data from various data centers to process the information related to COVID-19. Our application serves the patient and doctor to get the information. It is related COVID symptoms and causes for COVID can suffer by patient.
We'll continue on next slide. There is a lot of features available in the market, but our proposed methodology is different to approach a requirement gathering, that is details of the patient from various locations, like the patients who are wearing varying in many states, many countries, to locate the exact symptoms of the various locations where a patient living the tragedy situation can be easily solved without any contactless report by the press or any other report taker. There is a lot of CRM tools are evolved in the current pandemic situation, like Google Forms. The Zoho company also provides a CRM tool to communicate the patients by the doctor. It is a cost effective. It is chargeable service by the various companies who are offering this service. Our application is COVID-19 reporter, which serves the user in the form of the services which is used to report the disease of COVID-19 or Omicron or any other diseases or viruses affected patient can report on this site globally. But our project can work on the particular area under Indian geographical location. People can utilize these services. This gets information like fever, cough, headache, stomach pain, travel history of a patient can be identified easily by get reported by patient. Doctor have the server, application or database to perform the operation on the received report data present in the database. This gives the overall prediction on collected data from Firebase database. I am using the Firebase as a database to communicate the patient to doctor. For each and every transaction, the patient ID can be generated for each details were given by the patient. The patient ID can be used to identify the each symptoms were affected by the patient. It can be easily identified the transaction. It is a unique value for generated by the Hedera services. Each and every time Hedera testnet portal will give the exact value of the private key for patient ID can be generated in the each level or each phase. Google Form is the service which provides a survey report on recent days. The most of doctors using the service to get the patient details and their symptoms remotely. CRM is one of the example. CRM, which is a service used to store and process the information on the real-time databases. The services mainly provided by the Zoho and Google, and also provided by Amazon services. Shall we move on? Hedera service integration. First, we go for coding. First of all we have to install the packages from the npm, that is a node package manager. The first of all we have to install the node. That node is the application which provides the npm. That is a node package manager. The node package manager once installed, we have to install by Ashcraft by using the npm install Ashcraft SDK. And also I have another package that is a dot environment. The dot environment contains the public key and private key and account ID for testnet, which gives the integration of our Hedera service into our site. This is a sample code for implementing our project in the testnet to generate the patient ID for our project. The patient ID will be generated can be used to predict the value of the each transaction can be predicted accurately. The patient ID will be generated randomly by the Hedera portal. Will be used to identify the patient on the each specific disease can be affected by various symptoms were faced by the patient. The testnet of Hedera will help to identify the each patient details like patient name, symptoms, age, email, phone number, location where we generated in each transaction, and simultaneously we generate the patient ID for each details in the patient database. This is a site which starts with a beautiful name called Hedera. Hello Hedera. COVID-19 reporter. Yes, this site will contains a patient name, symptoms, age, phone number, email, location. The location were given by the patient or Google Maps or any other Apple application maps can be generated in the link. That link will be posted in that site. Will send to the database. That the database will be verified by the doctor or any other medical experts. This is a database where generated by the patient were filled by the report on our site. The first we see the age as 21, email as something dot at gmail.com, location as in the form of link. The patient ID will be generated in the Hedera portal that will gives the patient ID in the decimals. The patient name as something else, uh, phone number as something else, and symptom as fever and cold. That each and every symptoms can be handled by the doctor or medical experts. We'll continue on demo video. First we have to type the patient name as something else, a symptom as uh, headache, and age as 18, phone number as something else, once again I erase it and re-enter it. With some of privacy issue. Yeah, it's got it. This is also a privacy issue. I have to change it. And location as same. When you add patient, the alert will be erased. Okay. We'll see on the database. Yeah, here it is. COVID-19 patient details. Yeah, that is a age, email, location, patient name. That is displayed in it. That is a real-time database. It is a file stored where data will be stored in the particular field, can be stored in the form of connections. The age will be as 21, email as something else, location as given by the patient as a link. The patient ID will be generated in the testnet of Hedera. The patient name as something else and location as something else. The symptom as fever and cold. Each and every transaction were made by the patient were report on the that is related to disease. Each and every time the patient ID will be generated, that is uniquely identify the patient details in a separate manner. This is the methodology is called testnet. The testnet will be implemented in the Hedera token service. The token service will be available in the portal.hedera.com. You will see the three types, that is account ID, public key and private key. That is will be given in the .env file. That .env file will get connected to the index.js or anything else you have to name it in your coding. Then we go for the advantages. It gives the report on various geographical locations like or any other continents or any other states, any other countries, where any other patients can be report on this site will evaluated by the medical experts or any other doctors. The patient need not to test COVID directly. It acts as an interface or reporting the platform to gather the information from the patient to reduce the spread ratio further. It also gives the prediction based on the patient data to evaluate the symptoms from the collected data from the finders database. It reduces the physical test. The patient can go to the COVID ward to take test can be reduced. It is a continuous working on 24/7. Patient can report to the site to get the advices from the medical experts. It is a simple application which can be used to communicate the patient and the doctor easily by the to reporting the details on the site. The site will be send data to the database. The database can be viewed by the medical experts or any other doctors to evaluate this. Yeah, we come out to the disadvantages. It can be useful for the particular region people. It needs a large number of data center to perform the operation on it. It takes a clear knowledge people in the basic English people can guide them. There is a complexity in identifying each patient details individually. It is a time consuming process. It needs a server software to maintain and process the details of patient clearly. It needs more efficiency to do operation on the prediction and medication on the COVID-19 or Omicron. It is a beautiful way to interconnect the testnet to evaluate the patient details by the unique patient ID to classify the symptoms were affected by the patient. So let me conclude our topic. We should have the self responsibility to take an action on the little bit work on the huge problems. It may be helpful for others to use your ability to satisfy their needs. So we create a social responsibility to follow the guidelines and restrictions were provided by the government, which is related to any disease, where even COVID-19 or any other variant in virus or any other diseases were affected by the patient. We have a responsibility to give the solution and solve the corresponding problems. Where get the suggestion from the doctors to analyze all the vulnerabilities were faced by the our future implementation of COVID-19 reporter is to help all people in the world that can access without any need of third person knowledge. I dream to implement my project on various geographical locations. User can report on any disease by remotely. Each and every disease where we affected by the patient, each and every transaction were given in the form of a report. The report will be sent to the database. The database will be evaluated by the testing team or evaluation or analysis team, where we each and every time monitoring that pandemic situation to solve the problem quickly. Thank you for giving this opportunity to do what with the Hedera family. Thank you for giving this.
மறக்காம சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. தேங்க்யூ.